Hello everyone, this is Chase Pounds. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing about Thomas the Tank Engine characters and noble characters, noble passengers that were on the Titanic. Now, I should start with saying that Thomas the Tank Engine in Friends is a favorite show of mine, and it's been a staple of my childhood since I was a toddler all the way up to I was 10 years old, and it was in a favorite it was somewhat of a fascination of mine, probably before I was even interested in the Titanic or interested in the Andy Griffith Show, and I specifically wanted this was something I had already thought about before, prior to me seeing the Unlucky Tub review videos of the Thomas retrospect videos, and prior to I was thinking about doing a video that compares the characters of Thomas and Friends and the noble passenger on the Titanic. Now, the first being Thomas, and this is the original railway illustration of Thomas, and you have Thomas Andrews, who's on the Titanic. Thomas Andrews, who's in the Titanic. He was a businessman and shipbuilder of Belfast, Harlem Wharf. He unfortunately went down with the Titanic the night the ship sank. He was last seen reported to be seen in the smoking room. Then you have Henry. Henry is the green mainline ninja of Thomas and Friends, who can sometimes complains and and sometimes is bossy, but at the same time is very sensitive when it comes to nature and has love for the forest. Maybe I can find the picture. here it is. Sorry, Thomas. This is Henry right here. Main character Thomas and Friends. Then you have Henry Wild from who was on the Titanic, who was one of the officers. One of the officers. Better view if you can see it. Then you have Murdoch. It's funny, I remember when I was collecting, I had went to the Titanic Museum, and with this the train Murdoch from Thomas and Friends, and I remember collecting the model figurines from Toys R Us, and I remember the same day when I went to the same day I went to Toys R Us, the same day I went to the Titanic Museum on spring break, and they had information about Murdoch, and they referenced they referenced the History Museum, and then I had made it knows that both I had a train named Murdoch, and then I learned about Murdoch at the History Museum. I guess the first time I really heard the word Murdoch was from those two, the character from Thomas and Friends and the officer from on the Titanic, on William Murdoch, which William Murdoch was the first lead officer who first officer who was at the bridge, or to say senior officer, the first senior officer on the bridge when the Titanic struck the iceberg. He didn't survive the sinking. His death is unknown. He's mostly notable for his heroism of helping both men, women, and children into the lifeboat and filling up the capacity. This is a picture of William Murdoch, and Murdoch, and of course you probably seen him in the James Cameron version, and his death. It was the first movie to show his death, as he is supposedly have committed suicide by shooting himself with a pistol and falling over the side. But that's only speculation. You have Emily. Emily, one of the first female trains in the Thomas and Friends series. Then you have Emily Ryerson, who another passenger on the Titanic, who was in first class and supposedly heard who supposedly heard a discussion at the first class dining room of Jacob Isby trying to beat the Olympic record and trying to maintain the speed, which some say would doom the Titanic, as it was speeding through ice. Emily Watson right here. Yeah, Gordon, Gordon, who was like the senior engine, who always has pride and dignity for himself, kind of pump his figure, and is very sophisticated, acts like he's kind of sophisticated, classy, and likes to take the express. He never takes the freight cars. Then you have Sir Kyle. On the Titanic, you had a Sir Cosmo, and Lady Duff Gordon, so that may be a close association. Right there. This is a famous picture of them in the lifeboats when they're rescued in their boat and they're the only boat that had 1 minute in that lifeboat. It was just 2 women that were in the boat. It wasn't really cool. And there's always been criticism for them for surviving. And for Sir, you have Sir Handel, so in association with that. Sir Handel. You also have Sir Topham Hatt as well. The Fat Controller, as he's sometimes referred to. Mainly in the film Thomas and the Magic Railroad that she really appears. She's not really part of the original series. And then you have Harold. Here's the helicopter. Thomas and Friends. It's like a rescue helicopter. Then on the Titanic, you had Hell of Brides, the Marconi operators who sent out the SOS. Hell Bride. Then you have Jack, several Jacks. Jacks on the Titanic. Jack Thayer and Jack Phillips. In Thomas, you have Jack the bulldozer. I couldn't find his picture, but those are some of the characters that compare with the Thomas and Friends series. And the Noble Passengers on the Titanic. It's like kind of makes me wonder was a ship paying homage to the disaster and the era it was set. It would seem like it was set kind of during the era of the warring age. And some of the ships kind of resemble the Titanic a little bit. In the harbor, the Four Funnels. Just a coincidence, I guess, but it's just interesting that some of the same characters that were in the show were the same characters, some of the same names on the Titanic. And that's all I discuss about. Another review by Chase Pounds. Stay tuned for my next video.